Now, it's in the spirit of equality and fairness that I'm going to basically talk about this subject right now. So, in general, when I look at any group of people, whether it be due to their heritage, their race, their gender, whatever, I don't paint everybody with the same brushstroke. Everybody individually are separate people with separate identities, etc. Now, there might be, in general, some similarities, but that doesn't always apply to everybody, no matter what the group is. So, that being said, I want to talk a little bit about women, and I've got a questionnaire for you guys. I want to kind of like test the water, so to speak, and see how many people out there think one way or the other about this subject. So, for me, I personally love women, and I respect them. So, most of my mods, as a matter of fact, are women. And in the spirit of equality, though, like I said, I don't treat any one group by painting them with the same brushstroke. So I actually, most of the time, quite often, I enjoy talking to women very often more than I do talking to men. And it's not for nefarious motivations. I find that when I talk to women, that they're less competitive with me over emotional reasons than men tend to be sometimes. And again, this doesn't apply to all men, doesn't apply to all women. Um, I just think that we both have different strengths and weaknesses or whatever that come to the table. So it's so I respect everyone that in their own right if they act accordingly. Because some people are just jerks. It's just how it is. I'm sorry. That's the world. What do you want me to do about it? So I got some questions about women. Again, I love women, and I think that like in general, I think that like society's got this push where like women are supposed to become more masculine, and they're trying to push men to become more feminine, etc. That's all part of the programming. But I think by and large, I'm not against strong women. Like I have many strong women that come on the show, which I personally appreciate. I don't find that to be a detraction from someone's character if they're a woman. If you're a strong woman, that's great. I just don't like it when anyone who tries to play both sides of the fence, right? I just think pick a side and run with it, right? So I got some questions for you guys. I'm trying to see like what your. I'm just trying to like tap your experiences to see because sometimes I think people they talk to people and they get deluded or get hypnotized by the conversation for whatever reasons, right? And so I'm trying to demystify this whole thing. And I want you in cold hard memory to look at your own experiences in life and let's keep it real for a minute, shall we? Okay. So question number 1. Does being a woman mean that you are incapable of lying? So, does being a woman preclude you from the ability to lie? You've never known a woman in your life who's ever lied to you, or a man for that matter. But right now, I'm asking about women. Do women ever lie? In your reality, do women ever lie? Okay, that's question number 1. Answer it honestly. Number 2, is it possible, remotely possible, that some women are manipulative? And ladies, you know what I'm talking about because you've had experiences with other women. Okay, does that ever happen in this lifetime, in this existence, in this carnal world? Do women ever manipulate? And by women, I mean some. Not all of women are like this, or possibly like this. So, do some women, in your own experiences, have you known any women to be manipulative? Okay. Are they incapable of being manipulative? I don't know. Let's hear from you. Number 3, is female bullying more covert than male bullying? Oh, see, okay, that's just a question. I don't know. I'm asking you. Um, do when women bully, is it as obvious as when men bully? So, my personal opinion, I have a great question to that because I wonder if some women probably see that a lot more from dealing with other women. And I'm not saying this applies to everybody, Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to besmirch any group of people. So does that ever happen? And for the men, does that happen? Or is it possible some men just don't pick up on it? Okay. You know, their radar, it's not on the screen. They're like, you know, they don't get it. Does that happen? Some men are just like clueless. All right. Okay. And that's my question. Is female bullying more covert? Or perhaps you think that women never bully anyone, you know, that just doesn't happen, right? Number 4, have you ever heard of gullible men who simp for women, even old ladies, and do not realize they are being manipulated? Does that ever happen to some women, to some men? Are some men gullible and simp for women or old ladies or whatever, and do not realize that they're being manipulated? They might even be proud about it if that ever happened. Like, wow, look at what I'm doing. I'm a big man. I'm being manipulated. Does that ever happen? You know, I don't know. I wonder. I'm just curious. I don't know. Well, if we're living in the same world or not. Number 5, have you ever seen men who confuse chivalry with being a tool? You know, like Don Quixote or something, right? Have you ever seen that? Does that ever happen in this world where men get used and become a tool, and they think that they're doing something magnanimous? Look what I'm doing for this woman. Look at me. I'm a big man. Does that ever happen? You know, I'm wondering. I don't know. I'm asking you guys. Number 6, have you ever seen a woman who tried to play the strong woman when it suited her needs at the moment, only to turn around and play the victim when that suited her instead at the next moment? So that's a question. I don't know. I'm asking you guys. Have you ever seen women or a woman who tried to portray themselves as a strong, independent woman one moment, and then the next moment tries to play the victim whenever each role suits them better? Victim, strong, victim, strong, victim, strong. Does that ever happen in this world? Anybody? I don't know. I'm trying to learn from you guys. Does that ever happen in this carnal existence? I'm just curious. So surely nobody in this world would have ever had any of those experiences, because that never happens on planet Earth. Never. There's no way that could possibly happen. Anyway, answer the questions if you don't mind, and I would love to hear from you.